The Silver Eyes, Chapter 1, Part 2. So we're going to read a little bit more of this. This has already been a little bit of a pain. This will be saved on the playlist under the FNAF. Okay, now this one will be... Now, all the FNAF books will be saved on their own personal playlist, okay? Each FNAF will have their own personal book playlist. And then we're doing Beastars over again. And we're also going to be doing Bendy and a couple of books I have here at the house. We're going to start reading those now. So the tablet's going to get a workout. The computer's going to get a workout. All my equipment here is going to get a workout. And right now it is like the 4th of January 2023 at 8 p.m. So we're going to read a little bit of this. And then I'll save it to the playlist. So here we go. Now these books are a little harder for me to read because I'm not used to reading this high level of a book. So thank you. So here we go. Now no more BS. Now let's start. The last time she was here, the house had been dark and everything felt wrong. She was carrying up the stairs to her bedroom, although she was 7 years old and could have gone quicker on her own 2 feet, but Aunt June had stopped her on the front porch, picked her up, and carried her steadily on the front porch, picked her up and carried her, shuttling her face through where a baby in the glaring sun in her room. Aunt June sent Charlotte down and closed the bedroom door behind them. She told her to pack her suitcase, and Charlotte had carried a briefcase. All her things could never fit in that small case. We came back for the rest later. Aunt June said her improving, leaking through as Charlotte, however, inconveniently at her dresser, tried to which t-shirts belonging to they had never came back for the rest. Charlotte mounted the stairs, heading to her old bedroom. The door was practically cracked, and as she opened it, she had greatly felt the disappointment of those who, of her younger self, might be sitting. Those among her toys might look up, and Charlotte, who are you? Charlie went in like the rest of the house. Her bedroom was untouched. The walls were paling pink, and the ceiling, which stopped dramatically on the side, falling in line of the roof, was painted. Too much of her old bed still stood against the wall, bent a large window. The mattress was still intact, though the sheets were gone. The window was cracked slightly open. Rotting lake craters were the gentle breeze from the outside. There was a dark water stain in the paint, bent the window where weather has gotten in over the years, barely the house neglect. Charlie climbed into her bed, forced the window shut. It was such a scratch. Charlie stepped back and turned her attention to the rest of the room. To her father's conscience, the first night in the house, Charlie had been afraid to sleep alone. She did not remember the night, but her father had told her about often enough that the story had taken on the quietly of a memory. She sat up and wilted into her father came to her until he scooped her up and held her, and promising her he would make sure she was never alone again. The next morning, he took her by the hand and led her to the garage, where he set up to work keep that promise. The first of the inventions was a purple rabbit, now gray with age from the years of sitting in the sunlight. Her father had named him Theodore. He was the size of a 3-year-old child, her size at the time, and he had pushed for shining eyes and deeper red bow tie. He did not do much, only father's voice, "I love you, Charlotte," but it was enough to give her night watch, some to keep her complaining when she could not sleep. Right now, Theodore sat in the white whiskered chair in the far corner of the room. Charlie, after Theodore, the toys got more complex. Some worked, and some did not. Some seemed to have parish glitches, while the others simply did not appear to Charlotte's childish. Imagine, she knew her father took those back to his workshop, recycled them for parts through she did not like, which them dismissed, but the ones that were kept, those she loved. They were now looking at her, simply smiling. Charlotte pushed a button beside her bed to give way shifty, but nothing happened. She pushed against holding down it longer, and this time across the room, and there was wary cracks of metal on metal. The unicorn began to move.